Hi guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like I just took the most awkward thumbnail because this basket is such a weird size, but if it's perfect on my like little stand I have it on. So I'm actually gonna put this basket down because I just filmed my Scentsy Empties and I feel like every single thing I dropped. So it's getting late, my phone's about dead, I'm dropping everything, I'm saying crazy things. So like, let's just get into it and not take too long. So, picking the camera. Obviously on top, I have not one, but two finished candles. So I was inspired by Beth here on YouTube to bust out my candle crock. So I've actually been working on these candles. The first one's Mango Mai Tai, as you can see, but I did end up putting these in the crock. So this one was burning like pretty hot and I felt like, it doesn't look like it now, but I felt like it was kind of getting almost a little sooty. It looks pretty good around the jar, but the wicks on this one were getting like pretty high and it was burning pretty hot. I was essentially in a competition with myself to like get it even with this line because it was just hovering above that. I feel like you can tell in the back here, it's like just won't go below that line. I was having a competition to get it under that, but I couldn't, so I put it in the crock. Kind of the same story with this Fiji White Sands. I love the jar on this. It's really cute actually. Working on this one as well, but yeah, the wicks, I don't know if you can tell, they're just those really thick wicks and it was getting kind of not out of hand, but I feel like the wicks were really getting going. I also had finished my Fiji White Sands Wallflower and I was like, I just want to be done with this before summer's over. So I popped it in the crock. Obviously, I'm not going to go ahead and relight this because you shouldn't do that after it's in the crock. And this is why. Look at this wick placement. So when you put things in a candle crock, if you're like, what's a candle crock? I actually, because Hyatt's Vicky totally inspired me to do this. I had made like an Amazon favorites like storefront link, so I have that down below. But essentially, I was like, why am I not, like, I see everyone else making one of those, and I have so many favorites from Amazon, like, for example, my candle crock. So I have that link down below. If you don't know what a candle crock is, essentially it's like a giant, it's not giant, it's like a warming plate, but it has sides. So you basically just like put your candle down into the crock and it warms from the bottom, but the sides help retain the heat so the whole candle gets melted. That's essentially what it is versus just like a warming plate and the sides are exposed. I feel like it takes a really long time to melt your candle because it just like the cold air around it doesn't help the heat from the bottom. So for instance, this specific one, this Fiji White Sands, I mean, it's probably over halfway if we're being honest. Can you tell? That's the line right there. This in the candle crock that I have took 2 hours to like get the pool going for me to start smelling the fragrance. Some of you might be like, oh my God, 2 hours, I don't have that time to waste. It's not like a warmer where you only have a couple of cubes of wax. This is like multiple ounces of wax, probably like 10 ounces of wax. So it's like a lot to go through. 2 hours is a pretty good time. If you put it on just like a standalone warmer, like the one that only goes from the bottom, it could take you probably up to double that. So if you have like an inch of wax at the bottom, it's not a huge deal. If you want to warm your candles like when they're full or like not empty, you could put a whole entire new candle in there if you wanted. I just like it because it helps me get through my candles faster. I don't have to burn that all the way down. I don't have to mess with the candle lamp, though I like the candle lamp. It's not my favorite because you have to do the pour off thing and all that. I don't have to make it in melt, don't have to chop anything. I like the candle crock. That's inspired me to pull it back out. Thank you, Beth. Okay, while we're talking about Amazon and the candle lighting. I didn't bring the lighter up here, but I put this box in here to remind myself to talk about this. I have it linked in my storefront, the Amazon link. It's this electric lighter, which I have an electric lighter with like a bendy top, and it's so noisy. Like, it's very, very, very noisy. And I feel like that's a super nitpicky thing, but anytime I use it, Corey's like, what is that? What is going on? Like, he instantly notices. Like, it really annoys him. So I saw, I think the person's username is The Joyful Candle on Instagram. I think I saw them talking about this lighter, and I've seen people use it before, but I think it's like Riza or something with an R is the brand name. I'm trying to get out the packaging, but clearly that didn't work. Oh, it's stuck in there. Like Riza, something of the sort, is the brand. Oh, it's Rita, Reidea. That is the brand name. And so essentially, these are crappy pictures, but it's just like a long, skinny tube in the way that, like, you know, a pen is or whatever. So essentially, you just turn it on the bottom. You like recharge it, and you turn it on and off with a bottom switch, and then you like push it up, and the little prongs come out with the lighters. And then when you let go, it retracts and it goes back down. So versus the one I have now, I feel like it's a lot safer because it's not like Jimmy steps on it and starts lighting. Like, you really have to, it's interactive. Like, you push it up, it has to be on the bottom, and then the lighting happens. So it's an electronic lighter, so these little like beams shoot at each other, and you put it over the wick and it just lights the flame. It's super like user friendly. I feel like this one works so much better than my other one. I wish I would have got this one from the start, but of course I thought they were all the same. I didn't realize there was different types of electric lighters. And you just charge it with like a standard like Android phone battery charger, you know, the universal charger that like not iPhones use, but everybody else uses. So, and it took like less than 2 hours to charge, I feel like, when I first got it. Haven't charged it since, so I feel like it's holding up pretty good. So yeah, I have that link down below as well. Check it out. I really like it. If you've been looking for an electric lighter, check it out. If you're like, why would I get that? I just like the regular like Bic lighters. You don't ever have to throw it away. Like, you just recharge it and reuse it. It's less ways, obviously, that whole bit, but I feel like it's also way more effective than those lighters. Just like, okay, let's talk about wax, shall we? Some scents I haven't finished, but I'm working on: Rose Girl's Dutch Apple Cookie Land and Peppermint Coconut Mallow. I have realized, like, this is from April of last year, and this is from June of last year. I pulled out all my waxes over a year old and put it in a pile, and I'm diligently trying to work through it because I can tell, even like the Dutch Apple Cookie Land, it's losing fragrance. It's losing fragrance fast. So I am working like crazy to get through. I'm starting with everything that's over a year, and I'm gonna work from there. So obviously that's a big task. You may see me talk about these in multiple videos like this, so I apologize because obviously they're not done. This bag looks like I haven't even touched it, but I actually put 2 bags into this one bag with both of these scents. So it's a bummer because I really do love these, but it just goes to show, if you just let things sit and hoard them, they go bad. So I'm trying to prevent having to throw them away, but yeah. Okay. I did finish though from Rose Girl's Mermaid Hair. This was like a fruity scent. There's a bunch of scent notes down here. I haven't been purchasing any vendor wax, which is fine because I have a lot to get through. Like, I cannot justify making a purchase when I have this sitting around that's actively degrading, and I can tell that, unfortunately. I feel like my Scentsy, I try to stay around like the year mark within using things, but I've used things that are almost 2 years old now, and I've used Scentsy bars from the clearance section, I guess, that were from like 2018, and it was okay. I didn't feel like it was a disaster. I just feel like my Scentsy holds up better than these bags. I feel like these bags aren't the problem, but maybe they're part of the problem. So I feel like all the things in the bags. I mean, my vendor wax in general, I'm just trying to work through it, but yeah. I felt like, oh, it's only a year old. My Scentsy has been lasting me so long and doing great. This is like, what, a year and only a couple months, and I can tell that it's not the same. So I'm trying. This is just a PSA to you all. I feel like I heard Beth, I'm really talking about Beth here, but Beth was also kind of mentioning the same thing over on their channel about like just the rose girl scents really after a year being like, sorry, nope. And I feel like I'm totally getting that. So I'm trying to like really get a move on here. Also another scent finished from Rose Girls that has Jenny hair on it. It's Marshmallow Pumpkin Coffee. So still trying to enjoy the coffee scents. I do have some scents that are older like these that I'm trying to work on. And yes, like I feel like this is a very fall scent, but I don't care. I'm not worrying about season right now. I'm just trying to melt from oldest to newest. I mixed all those words together. I'm so sorry. Okay, last few things before I mess any more words up. I finished up 2 wallflowers, which I don't have tags on. This one smells like Fiji White Sands, and this one smells kind of bakery. Also, look how jacked the wicks on my wallflowers lately. Like this one's perfect right here. These guys all jacked up. I don't know what this was, but it was a bakery scent. It was good. Like I can tell from the scent of what I can barely smell that I would have liked this scent. But I must have finished that a while ago. I didn't do, the last time I did Scentsy Empties, I didn't do this basket because there was just like 2 things in it. So that was finished a while ago. The new scents I put in were Pink Apple Punch and Tiki Beach. And then I have Strawberry Daiquiri currently going, and Mahogany Teakwood High Intensity, which actually is, I have it in the scent adjustable plug just on the regular setting, and it's not that high of an intensity. Low-key. And then I finished up this soap in Island Margarita. I actually emptied the soap into our dispenser at work. So that is everything I have and what I've been working on. I didn't obviously bring all the candles I've been working on up here, but I am going to do an update to like the candles I'm working on series here in probably maybe like the next week or so, something like that, because I really want to pull some fall candles into that. However, it is still really hot, so yeah. But yeah, PSA about the wax, the vendor wax. I mean, use it or lose it, I guess. Like that is essentially where I'm at with my stash right now. And right now I'm really pushing for use it because I'm afraid I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it all. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose all the scents, and these are the scents that I was like hoarding. Like I really want these, so I'm kind of nervous, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna charge my phone, go to bed. It's been a long day. I feel like I've just been on here rambling all night. 3 videos back to back. Apologies. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me know how you guys are doing with your collections. I know it's an ever-long battle. So see you guys next time. Bye.